my song go off. Y'all better stop playing now all like that. I'm just like falling from my oh baby, I'm going down. I'm going down. Cause you ain't around, baby. My whole world upside down. You are going down. I used to think about immature things. You know, like, do you love me? Do you love me? Are you gonna call me like you said you would? Is this really your real phone number? But you know, I'm a man now, baby, a grown man. And I came a long way. And experience taught me one thing. Taught me to hold on to my love. Sometimes I just can't help thinking living without you, baby. See, sometimes I just can't live crying about you, baby. I'm not worried about a doggone thing. I take anything you bring. Although I love the sunshine, I still accept the rain. Cause when I'm in a lonely mood and I just can't be with you, I tried everything till I could find my mind, but there was no substitute. Thinking all that life would be when you're not around. I just could not fall away. I wouldn't even know up from down. But since I had you in my life, all I can get it found. So true, baby. I'm coming from you. I call your name, girl. Whenever I get lonely, babe. I call your name when I'm in the need of love. I think of you, and eases the pain, takes away the strain. I don't very much what people say in my life today. Although they try to say you're not the one for me, I love you anyway. Their intentions might be cool if what they say was true. But there's more to you than there could ever be, and I don't even know you. Thinking how that life would be when you're not around. I just could not run away. I wouldn't even know up from down. Since I had you in my life, all these people know. So true, baby. Talking about you. I call your name, girl. Sometimes when I get lonely, baby, I call your name. When I'm in the need of love, I think of you. And it eases the strain, takes away the strain. You, I call your name. Sometimes I get lonely, babe. I call your name. I just can't seem to help myself for not wanting to be alone. So I call your name. I call your name. You do my best. I think it's true. It eases the pain, takes away the strain. La 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 la. I love you and you love me, and I know. Oh, 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 oh. I called your name, 'cause it eases the pain. Bala sucker. I like that song. That's my song, honey. And I be calling people's name right about now. Because, see, I ain't got nobody loving my bitch ass. And guess what? That's exactly what happened to me. Between that song and that goddamn computer love goddamn song. Boom, bang, boom. Boom. Boom, bum, boom. Computerized. Oh, boom. Ow, baby. Oh, my God. Why was the girl on the TV? Well, on the YouTube. Computer for love. And then I got bit by the computer love. Computerized. And I don't even know you. Ain't that a bitch? I said, y'all gonna try to treat me like I'm the first motherfucker that had that happen. Be the motherfucker that don't even know a motherfucker and already tripping and shit. And guess what? I am not. Better ass switch. That's my song too. And I'm like, no wonder that's what I did. I was acting like I was in the switch song on a video or something. But it was on 3D, HD, 3G, 5G. I don't know, G. I just came from the... Did I tell y'all what happened? Let's do it like this. We're going to tell you real quick. We're going to tell you this story because this story ain't even nice. This is the part where... Well, actually, I got blessed. I'm blessed. But I'm going to tell you from it in chronological order. You sleeping, right? And the phone rings. We're going to wait. We're going to wait. We're going to wait till we walk through here with Uncle Harry. I got my thing. The medical license. Yep. And UPS. I'm gonna whip somebody. I didn't know somebody was in there cleaning up for Uncle Honey. I was about to give some kung fu. I heard noise. I was sleeping, woke up, and it was Miss Potts. And let me tell you what the Potts lady said before I was asleep, which was days ago, like weeks ago. She said, you get $285, and we will drop that pot off as long as we can get that money off on the 29th. And then when you get to where you're going, you give us a little old ring-a-dingy, and we will deliver it as soon as you give us $1,400. And we will take it to that state that you're going to. And then, when you finish doing that, we get it to the state. You can call us again and tell us to bring it to your address for another $104. And I was like, wait, okay. And why was it not the 29th yet? I mean, the clock did not go around. It hasn't gone around again. I know how many times it goes around. And wait a minute. The phone rang this morning. It's the 28th.
Not the 29th, because she said before, we ain't going to put it on the 28th because that's your payday. We want to make sure the money's in there, so we're going to take the money out on the 29th. But she's calling on the 28th, saying she wants the money today, and she wants $685 to drop the pod box off. I said, bitch, where did you want all my money from? I'm like, wait a minute, how did it jump from the 285 to the 695? I mean, it sounded like every number changed but the five. What happened? The five could have changed, but why did the other ones change? You know how you play that game on the TV and they changed the numbers? They could have changed the five. All they wanted, they didn't need to change the first two. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, I went down there to the UPS to my homegirl, and she gonna put all my shit on the pallet and shrink wrap. Mm-hmm. And it'll be much cheaper. Now, how about that? And she said I could bring it like this. But I'm not gonna bring it quite like that. But yes, ain't no monkey gonna stop no show. I said I wish I would ship all this stuff for $600 for y'all to bump me up $400 today. I said I had the money, but I'm not trying to do that. You ain't gonna do me. You ain't gonna do me. Honey, I will chop some of this. I will put this in the storage and get it later, bitch. I am busy. I am busy, bitch. I'm busy. Thinking of fresher ideas in the making. And I did it. I did it just for me. So that's pretty cool. She said that ain't gonna cost. And see, that was I had added that up. Did y'all had added that up? Without the 600, it was already at 17. The people said they come put it in the truck for me for 17 and bring it. I said I don't want to pay them to put this in the truck for me. I could put it in the truck. How much would it be then? How much for one part of the truck? You know, one rib. Damn it. So now, okay, she said she gonna put it on there, honey. She said, bring it. Honey, I'm bringing my damn lamp too. I ain't playing. She said, I'm gonna shrink wrap. I'm bringing that lamp. She said, that's because she said, bring it. She gonna put all this on there. All my, what is this? This is amplifiers. See, they was messing me up. They was messing me up because see, this right here on UPS, she said that's about hundreds of dollars unless you get a pallet. I said, I like pallets. Even at my nana's house, we sleep on a pallet. I know what that. Now I'm good now. I'm happy now. Happy again. Happy. Because I was already going to mail it. I was going to put them in. I was mad though because I had bought these dang containers to put it in the pods. I said, now that looked like a trunk drawer. I said, wait a minute, now that looked like a trunk drawer. That looked like I ain't going to even mail that. When your shit burned down and you collecting shit, you picks up any and all anything you when your shit burns down, blows down, huff and puffs. I don't know what's going on, honey. That's why my house is made of brick. Let's make this clear. I am not going to be the little piggy pig in the condo with everybody's place not even right because he didn't have a fire extinguisher properly mounted, nor was there one on the top of the stairs. No alarm to pull because technically they should have evacuated the building until they figured out that it wasn't going to go further than my house. You see, because the smoke was bellowing all out of the whole entire structure. So that is why the whole house should have been, or the building, the condo should have been evacuated, at least that building. I figure if you got one of them red things to pull, and if he had mounted a thing at near the exit, and not on the counter in there in the kitchen where you can't come back out if it's too hot when it was already hot. Because my face, you could see, I didn't know it, but some of my skin, you could see the difference in my skin. Because I had got burned a little bit. This was peeling a little. I could feel it right around here. On one of my videos, I could see how my skin texture is a little different. That stuff got to peel off. Stop playing. So I did get scorched. There's a scorch right there. See, stop playing with the scorch on me, honey, because I'm supposed to be smooth, baby. But I'm happy though. I'm happy though. Now I'm about to handle this. I'm about to get this going. We're gonna get all this done in the morning. She said, just start bringing it in, and I'll start putting it on the pallet, and then I'm gonna shrink wrap it onto the pallet. I'll put it on a freight truck and move her out. And I'm like, here we go. See, I used to work for UPS, but I didn't tell them that. I just was able to get a fresh idea into making like that. Plus, I came here from California like that. I was at that shelter, and I accumulated almost this much, not quite this much stuff. Well, not quite this much, but something. And I had to ship about 5 to 6 boxes. Yes. And it worked just fine. And I got on me a little airplane and came on out. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get me a pallet. Yeah. Ain't nothing stopping no show. Because I was going to mail, honey, just mail my shoes and a couple of outfits, honey, and put this stuff in storage. But then I was like, damn, but my budget going to change. I don't know the budget yet. And I want to play with the budget a little bit before I start trying to fly somewhere to pick some shit up out of storage. We got to get this stuff now while I ain't got no rent to pay this month, right? And no mortgage to pay this month, right? We got closing to pay. That's what we learned. We learned that those are two different things, and they're a very different amount. So, there that is. Back on plan. Just got to put some gas money in it. Instead of put it in the pot, I'm going to take it to the UPS store to where not my homegirl, but this lady, I used that UPS store for years now. So her and I have established a rapport. So even when you don't have friends, you still need to establish rapport. So you got to be better than you were 5 minutes ago. And 5 minutes before walking into the UPS, I was pissed. And I needed to not be that when I walked in. I wanted to be in a good mood acting and tell her that I had the burned up thing and how I'm moving. And then she said, we're going to put it on a pallet. She said, about 5.30. I said, how much is 53 inches? I said, how about this tall? She said, what about this tall? No, I said, we need something tall as me, if not taller. So she said, we're going to pallet. I'm happy. I like that pallet idea. Let's see. Hello, everybody. Balasa sucker. Balasa. Does that say ballot? Is that ballot? I'm a ballot sucker. Right. I sure am. I like that song. Don't be mad at me because I had met that girl on the she got a channel on here, and then she had pretended to like me, and then I liked her, and then I don't even know her, and it was still okay. It was still, and I already knew that it was possible because I'm online and I seen the Catfish show, so that I was like, but I'm in a war right now. I am in a psychological war as well as a spiritual war. The spiritual war uses psychological tactics. And I've explained it before. I've ended up using, like, I call your name, girl, when I get lonely, when I get discouraged. Well, yes, it's like I feel like I'm in some foxhole somewhere all by myself and I need somebody to write or talk to. And that's what I've been doing. And you can catch feelings like that, but that's okay for me. Especially when I know that my mama and I didn't tell you that part. I got a mama and I got a brother and a sister and a whole bunch of cousins, and none of them want to talk to me. None of them have talked to me. As far as my cousins in maybe 20 years or so, my brother, my sister that I grew up in the same house with, they don't talk to me. No, I didn't do anything to them except for follow Jesus, and I think they're either witches, demons, got them, Illuminati, Freemason, Masons. They stalk me online and in person, follow me. There's there's at least 5 groups of, I don't know how many people in each group, 3 or more, probably 5 or more in each group. We'll say 3, I don't know, because I don't know. Stalk me, so there's at least 2 or more people stalking me all the time. Okay, because I guess all of them doing what they can do, you know, to fuck me up. hmm Then I got this husband, and my mama arranged my marriage against my knowledge. It's one thing to have an arranged marriage, but a arranged marriage against your knowledge, that's taking it a bit far, especially when they're trying to kill you with the HIV penis that they married you to. So I'm divorcing him, trying to get my retirement money off his check. And so they've been all over my Facebook and bribed and recruited all the people off of there from high school on up, grade school on down. Okay? And came through my neighborhood like Avon ladies. The white neighborhood, the black people came and bribed white people to be mean to the black person in the neighborhood. And these are the people in your neighborhood. They're in your neighborhood. They're in your neighborhood. They're the people that you meet when you're walking down the street each day. Won't you please, please won't you be my neighbor? So now I'm making new neighbors in a brand new neighborhood because I'm looking for Sesame Street. Because they said, come and play, everything's A-OK. Friendly neighbors, friends, and that's where we be. Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street? All up in the Safeway, my neighborhood store. Bribe the manager. Oh, I get stocked everywhere and have to push extra buttons at the point of sales terminal. Oh, yeah. And now, then, for some reason, there's a mysterious fire in my living room. Yeah, big one. Burnt everything down all the way to the crispy. That's why this is what I have left. I was in the process of moving. So, in all of that, the TV said, boom, right, round, boom, 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 computerized, oh, boom. It didn't actually say that, but that girl came on, and that song is about computer love. It came out in 1985, and the computers that just came out, wasn't nobody really doing no computer dating. Well, nobody really computer dating unless the rich people. Well, that's like the rich people must be computer dating. How they got a computer love? Why they make that song? How they make a song that you can fall in love with the computer? I said, ooh, we computer. And then all these, and I was in basic training when the song came out. I heard it on my Walkman that I was the only one who had a Walkman. I figured it out. I read the rules and I was reading them and see what didn't say what it said what you can't do, but it didn't say what you could do. So I'm saying, let me see if I could do this. Then I had. Everybody was scared to get a Walkman. I got one. They were still scared. Because it's walking on the line. Back to ranch. That's what I heard the song. And I already knew that Call Your Name song from when I was a kid. I was a kid then. I was 17 when I went to the basic training. And my mama told the basic training that I'd do drugs, and I didn't. And got kicked out. Because she's the secretary to the astronaut. And so my urine was clean. Let's make that clear. That's why I have my VA loan to get this house. Which means when you go through and end up in a drug sting and you catch PTSD, if your urine is dirty, you've caught it due to a fault of your own. Okay? So whose fault of own is it? Not mine. I have my VA money. Let's make that clear. But I was having a hard time fixing my DD 214 though. So when we're divorcing, husband decides to bribe judge in Washington, D.C., where all the judges and lawyers are standing. Looks like in all of the world, the most there are. I mean, I ain't seen so many. Everybody looks like they're lawyers in this town. You're either a lawyer or a janitor or the maid. It was what it looks like in Washington, D.C. It really does. When they get in and out of their Ubers, it's really amazing. You'll see 4 people get out of Uber and 4 people just jump in. 4 people jump out of Ubers, 4 people jump in. And it's just at corners. You'll see 2 or 3 Uber things doing that right there in front of that courthouse, man. Never seen anything like it. It was amazing. Lots of Ubers. You know, the only reason you saw 4 is because you can't see fast enough. Well, not 4 people. I shouldn't say that. The only reason you couldn't see them all is because some of the Ubers had 1 person, 2 people, but you're just looking. You see the 4 real good. It's just like everybody here looks like they're attorney, but no one's going to represent the veteran spouse of the Navy lady, man. Because I am Air Force and a Navy spouse. Let's keep up. Couldn't get any help either way. Guess I was blackballed or something, huh, Mr. Robinson? Because everywhere he applied, I couldn't apply. They called it conflict of interest, even though they didn't take his case. Now, who does that? Why would that be? Aren't there, like I said, the most, and then the bribe judge. I'm divorced and didn't even get to plead my side of the case. Didn't get to plead my side of the case yet. How did the case get over? It was like in what 2019? Did that sound like COVID? Yeah. And so I was thinking, well, are the court cases backed up, girl? They must be bringing two of the old ones, and until they get to while they do the new ones, and then I get a little bill in the mail from the insurance company that I owe the insurance company. Now, how you owe that? I would think the doctor say I owe them, but no. The military insurance fell off, so I had to go call a ringy dingy, and they said you're divorced 5 years ago. You're supposed to apply for things within 1 year. So I lost all that, but I still had to turn in a packet as a responsible personnel specialist of the Air Force that I am. Have this packet to turn into the personnel specialist of the Navy. Would not have been 5 years late if informed. So we sent it in, and we decided to make sure that the Navy knows that my husband and my mother know each other and knew each other prior to the marriage and knew his HIV and I didn't. Olive Wedding did. No, I did not sign the waiver that you married a seaman with disease in his semen. There's a waiver for that. So I wrote that in. And the fact that they're currently trying to kill me, and my mom is in what she is participating in or created is retaliation. She doesn't like me getting any money. The retaliation is because OSI agents are allowed to retaliate, and she doesn't like that I get money from the VA. She wants me broke. Been trying to kill me from my memory since I was 3, probably before then even. Then, so I ended up, I call your name, girl, whenever I get lonely, baby. I call your name when I'm in the need of love. I think of you, it eases the pain, takes away the strain. La 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 la, and then you end up just like this. And then you la 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 dee da la la la. Woo, dizzy. Then you forget that you're dizzied. And now we're after the fire now. Yeah, there's something else I was gonna put in there. Something else went on too, but how about that? All of that, and now, okay. Mother is not supposed to be retaliating. She is Air Force civilian, probably some sort of officer. And I am an E1 57, oldest E1 I've ever met in my life. Well, I want it back. Well, no one wanted to go through, as Mother orchestrated systematically to pimp me out to the Air Force. But they covered it up when I declined and put it under drugs. Yeah, so now we reported all that to the Navy and showed them how all my proof that my urine was clean. How does that happen? When you apply for your VA benefits, you don't apply for the fact that you had clean urine, because the clean urine didn't help you. I'm a personal specialist. When you was trying to get out, so you got to think like a personal specialist, not the victim. So what can you use? What can you use? Oh, they came up with I'm just a bill. I'm only a bill. And I'm standing here on Capitol Hill. It's called military sexual trauma. And they made me suck a dick to go get crack for somebody. Had to get crack for me because I'm supposed to be a crack hole. Some kind of thing like that. It's what they told me to say to the Air Force basketball player who was good as Bird, Jordan, and Bias. His name is Larry Walker. He could play really good. And they ruined our careers, huh, Michelle? Michelle Adrian Smith, Colonel Pale's secretary. Look at that. Colonel Pale is an astronaut. Pale. I don't know how you're going to find him. But guess what? Stop trying to fuck with me, Michelle. My mama 80. She ain't done. Because in her death, she'll be doing this because her children are on that bandwagon. And it's a very embarrassing bandwagon to jump off of. Because you'd have to admit what you've done to your sister and your cousin and how she's done nothing. So you're committed to shutting me up. Well, see, then they said if they're going to hit you, they're going to hit you anyway. So that goes for kill, too. I'm already scared. Why not be scared? So whenever you are scared because, I ain't going to tell because, you that's a snitch. No, bitch, scared is scared. You going to be scared with the snitch, with the people that you don't want to tell on? What they going to do for you? What they got for you? Nothing but something hanging over your head. Or you're hanging over their head. If you go ahead and tell the good people, what kind of chance you got now? At least 25% better of a chance. That's a good percentage of a better for me. I really think it's 50% better. But I can understand if you grew up in the hood. But I'm just trying to tell you, what's the hood going to do for you? Crip, blood? Who's after you? Your own blood? Okay, now what? Oh, you is a Crip and your brother is a blood. Okay, now what? I know people like that. I guess this one guy, he was one gang and his whole family was another gang. Guess he must have felt, I must feel like, him and I must feel a lot alike. So, people take advantage of you, but see, I didn't mind because I needed my Dear John letters, right? From my foxhole, my psychological warfare and spiritual warfare of a foxhole that I'm in. So yes, these things, coupled with other things that's happened in my life, are supposed to have you unable to talk English anymore. They said, didn't they say that, Jesus? Yeah, that's what he said. You're supposed to only survive this kind of family by joining them, suicide, murdered, prison, or institutionalized. And I'm none of those. So I guess I'm project number 9. Situation number 9, blowing my mind. See, there's a lot of government desks involved with fucking up my career. I tried to save myself and join the Air Force, and I thought maybe if I got on uniform and other people got on uniform, they could help me. But no, they were slave catchers and put me back at Mama's house because that's what it is. See, Mama wants a lullaby, and a lullaby is the little girl whose parents stole a baby and gave it to her and called it Teddy Man. Because some people hump their teddy bears, right? Well, he's a teddy man. Let's get this clear. Is it clear yet? Did you get it clear? Yeah, did it wrinkle your brain? Well, that's what it was supposed to do, and that's the thought you're supposed to have. Yeah, it's a teddy man. But he turned into her brother later when he got big. See, the OSI agents told me during the interrogation when I went through the drug sting, told me about the stolen baby. My Uncle Walter. That's the stolen baby. So he's so stolen. And his kids are my cousins. But they ain't, are they? They stolen too then, huh? Yeah. They're still stolen, right? Yeah. They don't know better? Probably not. They feel they're enmeshed. Do they know their father stolen? Maybe. Lulabelle didn't quite understand he was stolen. She was so young. See, they've been sexing us since day one, I would assume. When the first time you had sex, I don't know the first time I ate food, so I don't know that first time I had sex. Let's say that. It's on the same show. It's on the same memory bank. But I remember back to 2 years old and stuff. So now, you got Lulabelle with the teddy man. But here go the kicker, though. Here go the kicker about what she was talking to a Lulabelle. Lulabelle obviously had sex with her parents a lot. All the kids. There's kids because the parents had the kids have kids. Okay? So now, Grandpa's dead. I mean, not dead, but gone. And Lulabelle is now Grandma's husband. Did you hear that? Lulabelle and Grandma. Oh, Grandma is Lulabelle's mama. Did you keep up? You kept up? Okay. So grandma made her daughter be her husband. She couldn't come out the room even. Make you boo boo and pee pee in there either. Oh, look what you done did. Let's go ahead and clean you up. Let's say, okay. Sometimes you gotta go in there and you be done woke up in there. You be like, I didn't come in here. I was outside running. Now I thought I was running. Because you done fell asleep with that medicine. When you go out there for the summer, that's when my name is Red Riding Hood. Y'all forgot the Red Riding Hood. Mama sent her out there in the woods. Mine is the Amtrak through Chicago to Omaha to see the big bad wolf. Now, see, Grandma is the wolf. What big teeth you have? The wolf would have ate the food that the mama gave because she's jealous of the little girl. She really wants her ate up while she's on her way because she really wants the sex of Millie Cummings too. Because Millie had sex with her kids and her kids' spouses. Let's just keep this up. Did you not hear me? Millie wants sex with her kids and their spouses and the other kids. Her kids and that's to go on for the rest of your life. But I wasn't having it. See, I told you, they don't like me. I stopped me as a child. And I had to stop me again as a high schooler. And then I went to the Air Force at age 17. And it took me back to that day plantation. My mama, Michelle Smith plantation. A lot of kids is grown up like that. When you're born to be like that, that means you was born into that there sex slave trade. I learned that's a form of slavery, you know. People do that to their children. That's one of them. And I ain't gonna tell you the rest of my story. Because it's really supercalifragilistic. It's very super. It's very super. There's even more than that. That's very super. I might tell you a little piece, because you're going to think I'm crazy, though. Katherine Jackson and my grandmother are first cousins. So we already know the Jacksons. But we had to split up when they got famous because of paparazzi. I don't know what word to say it when I was 7. I couldn't see him no more. So I called Michael Jackson the boy daddy. Don't ask me. I just told you there's a lot of incest. Don't ask me no more. I ain't going to talk much about it like right now. I talk freely about it. You can just find and look some videos up. My name, Tanya Cummings. Almeta's my nana's name. My brother, I tried to save him. I was his foster parent for a while. But my husband, I was telling you about that HIV. He stole that apartment I bought for my 4th grade brother. I was 21. He stole my apartment from me. Me and my brother went homeless. I can tell, and I know, and I can smell it. Because they already set me up. I had to fight 2 dogs and a man. My mama set me up. I had to fight 2 men and 3 women in my own apartment. My mama wasn't even there. Then, I swear I smell it. That apartment fire. It's electrical. Or someone came in and started it. My cousin's dead, Julian. Yeah, they killed him. I told him a year prior, I said, Julian, we got to leave. They trying to kill us. But I just didn't know who they was. But I didn't know how I could tell who they was trying to kill us. Yes, I was back. Because they killed him. And I was going to get you, Michelle. A lot of the people in your generation that helped you is dead. But that's too bad. You got these other kids, my sister and their kids doing it. Everybody's going down because y'all ain't going to get me. I's no fool, no siree. I'm gonna live to be 103. You play safe for you, not me, cause I'm no fool. You gotta stay alive. I'm on my team all by myself. I got that one girl, I said, they're computerized. Oh, baby. I think she works for my family. Because I've had 2 or 3 other girlfriends that I live with. Come to find out, they was appointed to me as well. Computerized, oh baby. She wakes up early in the morning just to do her hair, y'all, because I care now. My hair just isn't right without her makeup. She never has a makeup. Yeah, they want me homeless with nothing. La-da-dee, la-dee-dow, la-da-dee, la-dee-dow. And that's how it is. But I got me a home. I'm between homes. I'm going to drink out of this bottle. I'm trying not to, but I'm going to take me a swig. Yeah, because I ain't got my glasses and my cups. Yeah, there's some in there, but see, you get a whole new act about yourself. A little bit, a little taste. Let's see. I'm going to pour some in here. I just happen to do have a glass. Thank you. Thank you for looking. Because, see, you can't see stuff like that, you know. I didn't see it. It's been there the whole time, right? There's two of them even. Can't see. I just told the truth, though. That's not water, baby. But no, don't drink. Don't make that be something you do. I don't have a drinking problem. Period. I just drink. Okay. Yeah. So in the meantime, let's see, when did I buy those? You can get two of these for $5. You can get silver or gold, in case you wanted to know. And I think I bought them. I bought them Wednesday last week. So I don't drink like that. Yeah, that's all I'm on. So in the meantime, I wanted you to know, do not use drinking to cope with your issue. Don't. Now, me, I'm a marijuana. I have a lot of anxiety. I have a lot of stress. This new stress, I was going to the Janet Jackson concert. That's another issue. But I fixed it. I fixed that issue. I was supposed to leave from here and then move to a new house after, like in June, late June, July. But the fire and desire, baby. Through the fire, through the limits, to the walls. For a chance to be with me, baby, I had to gladly risk it all. And guess what? I'm here, and I changed floor plans, and I picked one that's already finished built. So that caused my tickets for the Janet Jackson to be fucked up. Because I had the ticket for the concert, I had the hotel, and my airline tickets leaving from here to Vegas. And there was no way to fix them, so I had to forfeit those tickets. They said I can keep the hotels, just leave them on there. And I got new tickets to leave where I'm moving. Because I'm going to see my cousin, who I think is my sister, and her name is Janet Jackson. And I don't want to see her in concert. I want to see her. Because of what the elders said when I was 3. And everything they said comes true. That they said I wasn't going to have no family. They was going to try to steal my money. I'm like, I don't have no money. I'm only 3 years old. So I guess I do got money because they was concerned. And then I guess my story is supposed to help others. I hope it does. I've been testimonying for like 2 years. This will be going on 3 years now. And the testimony has caught up to now. There's a whole new event to unfold and testify in real time so you can see. So, blessings. I'm not thinking about my PlayStation 5, my Xbox, both my VRs, my OLED TV, my sofa, my chair, recline, just plug up, do this, do that, it does this, it does that, it does cartwheels, everything. All my other little toys, my Ray-Ban Meta glasses. Those things, I don't cry for them. I'm going to get I've already figured out how to get another TV, an Xbox, and a VR. Just haven't done it yet. Oh, and it's already, the way to get it is already in the bag. Just have to order it. So Therefore, things can, God gave me those things. The whole plan since high school. This is how it's supposed to be. And I have to give Janet a chance, because everybody has choice, freedom of choice. And all of the family decided to ostracize me. I've been ostracized twice. I was supposed to grow up over there, but I grew up over here with Michelle instead of with the Jacksons. And so now, that's not my problem really, but it is. But it might not be, because I cry when I see how hard Janet works. I see her and I enjoy the concert, and then later I cry because it's very hard. I bet you they have to take her temperature and everything because she got to sing and dance all over that stage for the entire concert, for her entire concert. I notice sometimes the dancers change. She's always out there. And she got on a lot of clothes because she changed clothes too fast. So she got them all on. It's hot. Then she got to do them outside in the heat. That was even worse. The air conditioner be on. I don't know if you can feel it. I went to her last summer. It was June. It was Father's Day. She was here in Denver. And I thought I was going to talk to her. And it was just, it's all in my head. But everything came true so because I was story not the events, but I was told this when I was 3 or something. So from there, I was told I have to try to ask Janet, and if she doesn't want to be in the light or the dark, it just so happened music is going through an issue right now. I'm in the music entertainment family. Whether you want to understand that or not is irrelevant as far as who I say my sister is and all that. I'm still related because my grandmother is Catherine Jackson's first cousin. That has to be made clear. My auntie is a Playboy bunny, first black Playboy bunny of Denver and Chicago in the restaurants and stuff. So there's lots of ways my mom can meet Michael Jackson and my auntie. Okay. I'm thinking mom is probably in the age group with Rebe in them. I don't think Latoya and Jermaine are the same age as those kids. I think they got their own age group. Janet and I are in the same age group. Michael Jackson and the other boys are in the same age group. Can Catherine Jackson give birth to that many age groups? You have to you have to understand that you got to think for your motherfucking self around here. My mama's 80. Janet is 58, they say, because she's younger than that. And if mama's 80, Rebe must be almost 80, right? How old is Catherine? How the fuck? She's about as old as that white man that owned Whitney Houston. What's his name? He might go to jail. Mama sold Janet to the white man, and then they said that she had to live with Catherine. That's about what I know about that story. I was there, not that I was told I was there. They thought I don't have no memory, but I had to pretend I don't remember. Because you get beat when your family go on the TV and can't come back out. That make you don't want to go on the TV because it looks scary in there. It look like they in the back. Because I was young enough, I'd be looking at the TV because I said the boy daddy was in that TV. We watched Hee Haw. That's why the song is talking about me, y'all. I had that nervous breakdown when I was 6. Because I had a fever. My mama beat me almost to death. I don't know. Days went by. I woke up. I was in the hospital. I think she didn't take me because I had whips on because she gave you an electric blanket cord, an iron hanger, the wire hanger, electric blanket cord, um, belt. I don't know how many things I got whipped with that time, but Apparently, I was whipped and unconscious or something, and my fever wouldn't go down, so then they made her take me to the doctor. This is a true story. I know it sounds like I'm crazy, but I'm not, because I done already told this all over the line, Facebook and on here already. So you look at that song. My name is Yaya, because somebody couldn't say Tanya. If you don't have a baby, Yaya, then don't say maybe, you know the words. They're saying Yaya, not yeah, yeah. And if you look at the words of that and you read it like it's a letter and try really hard not to let it sing in your head, and you'll hear it's a story. My mama been all on Facebook chatting and shit. My family, they get in those chats on Facebook and talk about me. So I sent that Morticia girl in there to check it. Because I didn't want to hear it. Because last time I heard something real bad, my mama was trying to leave me at the city park here in Denver. I was 3. She rubbed cats all over me. I'm allergic. She said, keep up with that cat. I didn't have a leash. So I'm trying to keep up with the cat. Then they tried to leave me. The white man saw him, but he thought they was trying to find me. I'm laying down in the grass because I'm sick from the cat. And they had to come get me. Jay said, we got to go back and get her. And they go get me. Goddamn bitch! I can't stand that goddamn bitch, Jay. Oh, throw her out the window, Jay. Throw her out the goddamn window, Jay. Throw her out the window right now. God damn it! I'm laying in the back seat. And my mom was saying, throw me out the window. And they start fighting in the front seat. She trying to take the steering wheel. She said, throw it out the window now. Throw it out. Throw it out. And I was just like, so I don't need to hear the chat, do I? Because it has to have progressed. If not quite that way, I still don't need to. Because not that I don't need to. I already have a great example, but I needed to make sure that it was going on. So I sent in who I thought they sent after me. I said, Tanya, you got a crush on that little lady. I said, this might cost something. I said, I don't know. Only if they sent her after me. Only if they send her after me like they did my husband and these other 2. I said, well, what could come of this? I don't know how to fake love. So I fall in love on purpose. I'm in the foxhole. Oh, I got all kind of ways this happens. You got to watch out online. I'm going to make some laws. Watch. I'm going to make laws all over the place around this world. All over the world. A lot of these people on this internet, they're going to get fired. They're going to learn. So now they take bribes and then say things on there, in other words. Those people are going down. Or they'll say things that are totally wrong because they took a bribe. Sometimes when people pay you to tell a lie, that's called a bribe. When you're paid to tell the truth, what is that called? A tip. Okay? So when you're going to say something, then use your face and use your platform to do so. It's very wise to look it up. And if you don't, that means that your morals and values are compromised from the beginning. Which means even if it is a tip, you've taken a bribe because in your mind, you did not check to see what you are doing. Now, on top of which, when we use our platform to do this, and it has nothing to do with our platform. Okay? See, now, if we have a show where we're talking about hammers and nails, why would I take a bribe to talk about you? Why would I have a guest star to talk about you? Unless you have a hammer and a nail. Or at least a hurt thumb with the hammer and the nail. Something, to go off track. That's still off track because we ain't talking about thumbs. How'd the hurt thumb get in there? Tell you what Jesus did the thumb. See, that ain't even there. So I realized that maybe she's already sent because we didn't tell you that we had the informant in my living room sending my mother or whoever, my sister or brother, everything that I watch on the TV, so they already knew to target this person. It's a very divine, it's so very divine situation. And now we have to wonder, okay, when I send her in, is she going to make it out? Because none of the people that I introduced to my family end up being my friend. They end up being theirs, and they end up being used, and they don't even feel like, I don't know why they don't say anything about it. They just feel stupid because they are. Because I tell everyone before I take them there, Yes, times I've taken them there, and I hoped that they would listen to me, and I knew that they probably wouldn't. Next thing you know, they leave my house. My auntie got all their money, and they're not my friend. They her money. They're her friend, and they'll come back next payday and do it again. So now, that's how life goes for me. So I never have friends, and so back at the ranch, see, the stories go on and on. They just sometimes I'm telling another story because this ain't, in other words, it's not the first type of situation that's happened to me. So you're in the foxhole. You need your Dear John letters. You know you got to see. You want to. Oh, you want to prove because you've already told the Navy about your Air Force problem. I think that would be embarrassing, right, for the Air Force. Okay, good. I'm a retired Navy spouse. What can I say? And I'm disabled Air Force veteran. So let's just handle me. Let's do something for me. So now I told them that, and I told them how I've been appointed partners. I said, and the very least that could happen is that while I'm under investigation, because when you say something like that, you're not just getting other people in investigation. This ain't no regular police stuff. No, they're going to investigate my bitch ass. I'm under surveillance like a motherfucker for this. I know. Must be. They got to see if I'm who I'm doing and what I'm doing, right? Because they're going to arrest any and everybody, including me, if necessary, right? Yeah. Oh, well, I'm not active duty anymore, so NCIS and OSI is probably not in it, but they might be. So who would be next? Some more alphabets. Did you get your soup out? Because we're not using cereal. They got cereal. I got soup. FBI, CBI, Colorado Bureau of Investigation, Federal Bureau of Investigation, whatever state they're in, Bureau of Investigation, CIA all over, and anything else. Because I don't even know these alphabets, but I'm getting very familiar with them. I was familiar with OSI. Y'all don't know them. OSI is like NCIS, except for a little bit higher. For one thing, the president is in the Air Force because the Air Force trumps all other branches. Therefore, in order for him to be commander-in-chief of all branches, he'd have to belong to the Air Force. So his leaving earnings statement, or meaning his pay stub, is Air Force. So a lot of people in other branches don't realize that. That's why he has an Air Force One and not a ship. Let's just get it. Let's just make this clear. He has a plane and not a ship, right? Okay. Can't very well travel in a tank for the Army, right? Which the Marines use. The Marines use the ships with the Navy. Oh, see, the Navy don't even have their own policemen. The Marines police them. Hmm. They must be pretty raunchy, huh, Leslie, Lila, and everybody else. So now there's the story, and I am in the middle, and I'm the star. Everybody trying to be a star in my show. You don't have to be a star to be in this motherfucking show. I gotta ask Janet Jackson to let me use her platform to tell the story because the story has to tell everybody that God is real and so is Jesus. Because you don't have to be mean. I was almost mean today. I forgot why I was mad. Oh, because of the Podge lady. And then when the person cut me off, I was real mad. I was like, Tanya, 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes, you try to be better, girl. I said, gosh, because I could have spit nails, and I ain't got nowhere to be. Not that day. I ain't going to work or coming home from lunch or going to work from lunch. Or none of that happens for me anymore. I had to learn that. I have to just relax. If I'm late for my appointment, so be it. I ain't got to be there. I don't. Imagine that. The stalkers did. Talking about where you supposed to be at 10. Wherever in my motherfucking skin. That's the only place I need to be. And they tried to melt it off. Well, I'm going to hang up. Keep your future bright. You have to. No, you cry. Y'all saw me cry a little bit just now, huh? But you got to. You can't let that kind of stuff be mean to other people. I don't know why they say hurt people hurt people. Because I think that I don't. So that's a lie. It would have to be 100% for that to be true. And I've just made that not true. You can put that in the geometry proof. That was a hypothesis. And it's now a fact that people hurt people. Just like guns. If they have all the guns, the Scud missiles, the ships, they're at the military, all just sitting there in stockyards or wherever. Can they use them? So who are the weapons? What's the most important weapon? The human being that has to shoot those things. Because they can't shoot themselves to protect you. So I wonder about the guns here on this earth. I mean, here in the civilian part. People kill people. Do something about them. Guns can't do nothing just laying there all willy-nilly. Bye.